Where is the Adnan?
Yeah.
You got 3, 2. So first thing, explain the BIOS sequence. First the BIOS initialization happen, BIOS passes control to the first stage of the bootloader, first stage of the bootloader passes control to the second stage of the bootloader, that is grub initialize the kernel, kernel detect the all the hardware devices and initialize the module or drivers and start the init process. Init process will read the init tag file. Then what happens, system initialization script starts. etc rc.d rc.sysinit, that file get executed. That file is configure all the UDF devices, network, host name, SCLinux, and mount the file system into read-write mode. Then system V services started, and finally etc rc.d rc.local file get executed. And what are the different types of run levels in Linux? Explain each of them. What are the different types? 0 to 6. Total is 7. 0 is shutdown or halt. 1 is single user mode, maintenance mode. And second is the multi-user mode without NFS. And third is the full multi-user mode with NFS. And fourth is the undefined. Fifth is the multi-user mode with X Windows. And sixth is the restart. You can turn on one of the light. You can turn on one of the light. And where we define default run level? Where we define the default run level? etc init tag file. What are check and commands to check the system booted in which run level? How can we check system is booted in which run level? Who-r and run level. How to configure the HTTP services started at the system booting time? How we can configure the system HTTP services? chk config hyphen level 2 3 whatever the run level you want to start, or you can just do like a chk config httpd on. Okay, either way it will work. Okay, on means it will start and off means it will off. If you have a custom program, it is not under control, not under the chk config. How to start the custom program during the boot time? There is a many ways you can start it. You can create the symbolic link under run level, right? Suppose I want to start whenever I booted my system in run level 3, I want to start my custom program. I can create the symbolic link with the starting with S, or I can specify under which file? Melis, which file we can specify?
Which question?
Fifth.
Okay.
etc rc.d rc.local.
Yes.
Okay, that's the file executed, always executed during the boot time at the last. So you can specify your program there. Like suppose I have like a OPT, my custom program, my app. So you just specify there, it will start it. Or create the symbolic link with the starting with S. How to recover the root password? Restart the system, and after the BIOS initialization, grep initialization happen, hit any key, space bar, and go into the grep menu and hit E to edit, and then go to the second line kernel where it is mentioned and hit E to edit, and end of the line pass the parameter 1 and hit enter and hit B. It will boot the system into single user mode, and when the box comes into the single user mode without password, type the password command and reset the password. change the system name to server 100 and configure the static IP to 192.168.1.100. How can I change the system name 100, server name 100? Huh? I told you, right, whenever you build your machine specific to the purpose, you have to name the server name. How can you name the server? How can you change the server name? etc sysconfig network script. Very good. Host name is the parameter and equal to whatever the name you want to assign. Then configure the static IP address for the ETS0. What is the configuration file? etc sysconfig etc sysconfig network scripts, and if whatever the interface file, if ifcfg ETS0, then you can specify the information. Okay, in here you have to specify the first thing is the device, hardware is the MAC address is the optional, type is optional, everything is optional, boot equal yes, and boot proto is the static IP address, and netmask.
Netmask you do all
255 to 55.0.
No,
So the IP address is unique, right? That's a 110.
Yes, 24. So CIRD is the 24. What do you mean by CIRD? Is the common internet domain service. 24 means netmask 255 to 55.
So the IP address is a unique, right? It's a standard 110.
Yeah, whatever you want to specify. Yeah, here I say 100.
Okay.
What is default gateway? It's the IP address of the router, which entry point for the other network for communication, right? Other network, other subnet for the communication. How to check the default gateway? Netstat-rn or route command. How to configure the default gateway? etc sysconfig network. Whatever the file we define, could change the host name, you can specify the gateway parameter and IP address of the router.
Can you repeat again?
Yes.
How to configure the default gateway? etc same file, etc sysconfig network. You can specify under the same file, but the parameter will be gateway, uppercase GATEWAY, gateway, equal to IP address of the router. Okay? Next week I am going to take the quiz again. What is a command to check how many interfaces installed in the system? What is a command? There is a multiple way you can check, right? You can check like if config -a. This is one of the way. It will show all the network card installed in the system. Another command you can use lspci.
Which is not working in our machine.
LSPCI? LSPCI is not working in our machine.
Okay, from today it will work. Don't worry. LSPCI is also command. I will. Today we are going to learn it. Okay, don't worry. Command to check the interface connected to the switch or not, and network errors. How can we check the interface connected to the switch or cable connected to the switch to the server or not. How can we? ETH true is the command. ETH 0. So it will show you link detected. Yes. How can I check the network errors if there is any network errors or not?
Netstat -I.
Very good. Netstat -I. There is many commands, and you can see like a ETH2 -uppercase S and interface name, and I will give for grep for error. And there is another command if config also show you the error. If config, it will show you how many packet drops, errors 0, drop 0. This there is a 3 ways we can get the information about errors.
That's 11.
Huh?
10.
That's a, yeah, question number 10.
Command to check what are the different network ports running in the local system. How can I check? Netstat-APN pipe grep for listen. Even if you guys put the Netstat-APN, I give the right, but you will see a lot of information there. I can't say that's the wrong or incorrect answer. It's a right correct answer. But it is right? It is Netstat-APN. It will give me all the network ports, right? So it's giving me everything. But it's giving me a lot of information. I don't care. What I need what are the ports are listening. Uppercase LISTERN.
So ANP
Is
or
it-
NFP?
Is it APN?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
R, there is R, yeah.
Correct, yes. Number 11.
So if I do like a -W, listen, only what are the ports is running? Port 22 and port 25. What are the two things we need for the network communication?
IP address and the phone.
IP address and port number. Okay, these are the always two. Like if something is connecting with something means there is a IP address and port. Okay. Sorry. So what are the different ports running in my system? 20 and 25. Explain the difference between UDP and TCP. Zishan, explain the difference between UDP and TCP. Kamran.
TCP is more reliable. It gives you acknowledgement,
Yes.
and UDP is not so reliable.
Yes.
It doesn't give any acknowledgement.
Yes. You want me to turn on the AC?
No.
You feel hot? Can you turn on the AC?
I don't know if you huh? Yeah, heat, right?
You want me to turn on? I don't know.
No, it's kind of hot.
You're wearing big jacket, man.
No, we just need to open the window.
So, I don't know, for me, everybody was like,
Everybody wearing big jackets. It doesn't make any sense. I'm pretty comfortable.
it's alright. We'll go for everybody.
Huh?
We'll go for majority.
So just take out your jackets, man. So what is TCP and UDP? TCP is the reliable. UDP is the non-reliable. TCP is the connection oriented. UDP is the
Connection.
connectionless. TCP is the slower. UDP is the faster.
I mean, you can just say like this and not follow the process. First it gives the signal and then go back and then send.
That's a three-way handshake. But how the TCP connection established?
First it gives signal,
Three-way
and then he
Three-way handshake. So how the three-way handshake?
Send the sync.
Package acknowledgement to
And then
the
sync
So
plus
source will first send the
packet.
package.
SYN package.
Sync packet.
SYN.
Sync.
And destination respond with the
Acknowledgement.
Synac. then SYN plus ACK. Then source is respond ACK. That's the way three-way handshake. ICMP is a TCP or UDP? None of them. It's a network layer protocol. What port ICMP runs on?
What port?
Port. What network port ICMP uses? ICMP doesn't use any port. ICMP network layer is just for the connectivity. Application layer, it is for the port. Application starts the ports. Network layer, okay? If you go back to our TCP/IP model, what are the four layers we have? Physical, network, transport, and application. What are the transport layer protocols?
TCP and UDP.
TCP and UDP. What are the network layers protocols? IP, ICMP, IGMP. You know, these are all the network layer protocols. It doesn't have any ports. Ping uses which command? How to check the remote server is up or not? How can I check remote box is up or not? Ping server name, right? So basically ping what the ping will do?
It kinda connect, it kinda send the package like.
It will send the ICMP packets. Which packet?
ICMP.
Ping uses which protocol?
Network.
Network layer.
Network layer protocol. Network layer is just for connectivity.
Yes.
Doesn't have a port.
Okay? No ports, nothing. ICMP is the network layer protocol. Trace route. Which protocol it's used?
No.
Transport.
Trace is also.
ICMP.
Yeah, ICMP.
Trace route is also uses the ICMP.
Because it's just for.
Network connectivity. I think you guys didn't watch the video. Trace and ping, it will do the same thing. Ping will just directly ping to the server, right?
Trace all.
Trace
all the.
in between all the route it will show. Suppose you're going to downtown, right? Downtown, you know downtown exists. We have to take 94 East, right? We know downtown there. But how can we trace the route? We have to go to the Dempster, right? Dempster, we have to take 94 East. So these are the routes. So when we hit to the Google server, there is different switches, different route. But we are going to Comcast switch, right? First you are hitting to your router switch, then you are hitting to Comcast. Then Comcast has some maybe Google ISP switch. So these are the route. Okay, TCP trace route will show. So basically, what it will do? It will do ICMP traps. It will give the ICMP packets, TCP trace route to each individual devices in between. Got it?
So he is asking one question. If
we didn't reach the destination. So
Means ICMP, it can be the ICMP is blocked. You will see the kernel. I can block. Okay, I'm on the server, right? Suppose for security reason, I said if you want to check, I'm a server. If you want to check me, how can you check? Ping server, right? So I will respond to the reply. You will see the reply. So you are sending me a IPNC, Internet Communication Messaging Protocol. I am responding, yes, I am alive, I am alive, I am alive. I can, administrator can configure the server, don't respond to the ICMP. If you send me anything, I won't respond anything. But I am up.
Change settings maybe.
You got it? So we will learn in kernel parameters. In kernel modules when we can configure our system, don't respond with the ICMP trap. So on the network layer, my system won't respond you. But application level, I will respond.
oh, okay. When you for example do SSH,
Yes, I will respond.
you gotta respond.
Application level.
Oh, okay. When it's
The network layer,
no.
ICMP, I just disable the ICMP.
Okay.
Okay? So here only, I will show you. This is my server, right? I'm doing like a pin 192.168 1.110. What is it saying? Reply. So what I will do, I will configure my box. Or I can say like a echo cat proc net sys network. Come on. Sorry, same thing. Echo all.
Again.
Can you see what I'm doing? Cat ICMP ignore all is disabled. So what I will do here, cat 1 sys net IPv4 ICMP echo ignore all. What is the value now? I enable it. So my system, it is not ignoring, it was responding. I changed the flag to 1. It will ignore. So I will do ping again.
Not replying.
So my system is not responding. So I will continue, it will try for the 4 packets and it will stop. So I said, okay, let's ping continuously. Then I will change back to 0. As soon as this is respond. Okay? So, but ICMP on the network layer, this is, now it is responding, right? So, usually in the general term, in the servers are enabled. So, interviewer asks, how do you check remote box is up or not? How do you check? Ping command. If you say, okay, what the protocol ping uses? What protocol ping uses? ICMP. Okay, he said, okay, system is ICMP is blocked. Then how do you check the system is up or not?
With SSH?
Bing.
Yeah, you can say like I can find the any port running in the system and run the command and see -zv. Okay, I will cover it because those are the packages not installed in my system, your system. after today, you will able to install whatever the packages you need. Right? So this will be the end of the interview, and next week I am gonna take the again quiz, because the networking is the important topic for the interview.